Mr. Jax Taylor, where does one begin? Listen, we cover it all with Jax. We sat down with Jax. I find this conversation and all the parts there too so interesting. We sat down with Jax basically before the Valley was announced. He was talking about a show he was pitching. I was like, yeah, right, Jax. We all pitch a show, right? It was the Valley. Who knew? So before Scandival, before the Valley, before his separation from Brittany, we sat down with Jax. Now, I'm going over these videos. I'm going over this chat, and I find it so interesting. These have never before been seen. Well, we're going to share these with you. I find it so interesting looking back because I also don't think the Valley, no shade, would have been greenlit if it wasn't for Scandival. I've said that before. So this was before all of that. So when Jax was talking about the show he was pitching, I was like, yeah, right. Little did I know, but it's so interesting foreshadowing the Valley. And just of course, I'm reading into so many things that he says now about his marriage to Brittany, now that they're being separated. This wasn't that long ago, but this chat supersedes all of that. So, did we see Easter eggs in there? Did we see some foreshadowing? I don't know, but let's listen. Let's see what we can find out.
Understand. I feel bad. I really do. But like I said, I hope they can forgive us over time. Like I said, we did everything we could possibly do. But I don't know where it goes from here. If she called tomorrow, I would love that. I would love if they both called tomorrow. But I understand they're upset. I get it. You know.
What about all this noise out there, right? Because I know about the passport, when Bo says there was this text and you wanted to go golfing and, you say you love them and they say this isn't love. And we looked around and I'm just, that's out there.
Oh yeah. No. So I wrote a text to Rob, who's Bo's best friend, and I'm like, listen, there's a lot going on right now. It's a lot of money. It was a lot of money too, and I'm like, as the days are getting closer, I'm just like, I just don't know if this is, and this is what I wrote first, and then the passport situation happened. So if I would have just never said that, it would have been fine. But I was just questioning it, so I didn't know who to talk to about it. So I thought maybe I should talk to Bo's best friend, Rob. Say, hey, Rob, how do you think this is what I said, how do I approach this? Like, it's a lot of money right now. I don't know if we can make this work. We're having issues with the passport. I did agree to, I had a celebrity golf charity too that I planned. So I was thinking, okay, listen, what if I send my mother-in-law and Brittany? Is it okay if, we stay back? I thought that was the right thing to do. Asking his best friend, like, how would you approach this? Should I tell him now? Should I wait a little bit? Like, how do I do it, without upsetting him? And he decided to take that right to Bo without, giving me a chance to explain myself, which sometimes things get lost in textlation, I guess you could say. But no, it was no ill will. Bo was one of my best friends. It was nothing more than just a logistics, passport, questioning, should we spend this at the time? It was nothing other than that. It really was.
Do you miss Stassi and Bo?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're a big part of our lives. Our kids are growing up. I miss them a lot. But like I said, I hope, again, we can move on from this one day when they're okay to move on from it. And whenever they decide to call us, we'll be here. We'll be here. I would love to see them. But I understand. I'm not in their shoes. I didn't have a destination wedding in a different country. There was only so many slots they could fill. We took up a slot that they could have had. I understand, and I apologize. I don't know what else I could do. We gave them a significant amount of money to pay for it. What else can I do? I don't know. We were at your first wedding. We we were at, my wife gave you wedding shoes. Like we helped plan it. We were at the initial engagement. I don't know. It was I don't know.
Do you think, is this the end of Jax and Stassi as we know it, or do you think
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we're adults. I think I maybe bruised an ego or two, and I think maybe hopefully time will help. I don't know, but I do miss them a lot. I do. I love them. They're my family. We don't have any family here, so our friends are our family, and especially with our kids. It's all about the kids now, and I want all our kids to grow up together, and that was the goal. And that they were our we had play dates with them every week, so those kind of obviously slowed down. But yeah, I do. I miss them a lot. And I hope one day we can look back on this and laugh or move on from it. But whenever they're ready, if they're ready at all.
It sounds like you miss them and you don't think this is the end, but you don't necessarily miss Lisa.
it's not that I don't miss Lisa. I just would have approached the situation a little differently. I mean, I was a big part of her life for God, many years. So just because I'm no longer on a television show, I feel like I just got cut off. And it wasn't just me. She cut off Stassi. She cut off Chris. She cut off everybody. And I thought we were just a little bit more than just a moneymaker for her. I thought we were a little bit close. I thought, me coming over her house and having some heart to hearts and some talks, and me being vulnerable and her being vulnerable, and hearing things, personal things from her, and her personal things from me. And, I have a hard time talking about my mother, and for me to break down and talk about my mother, I felt a little hurt by it, but what am I going to do? Sit here and just dwell on it? Like, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be, I guess.
Do you think Lisa owes you, listen, we can't deny the success of Vanderpump Rules. It is because of Jax and Stassi and Kristen. We can throw Tom in there. I mean, do you feel, like you said, she makes a lot of money, you made her a lot. Do you think she owes you for the success of the show, which is now going on without you?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. I don't know. I don't think she owes me anything. In fact, I probably owe her for giving me the chance. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay. If anything, I owe her a thank you for the opportunity. She gave us the opportunity. Yes, people say, well, you should owe Lisa. Well, yes, she gave us the opportunity to get on season 1. There was 9 seasons. I had to be good though the whole 9 seasons. So yes, thank you for the opportunity, but I worked my ass off to be on there for 9 years. So I don't know.
What are you going to say? We talk about producing and reality TV, and just let's say in 18 years, 17 years, if Cruz comes to you and says, hey dad, guess what? I'm in the mix for this reality TV show. What would you say? What advice would you give him?
God, I don't know what the world's going to be like then, but hey, go for it. Whatever he wants to do. I don't care. I don't care if you want to be a dancer. I don't care if you want to play football. I don't care if you want to be in theater. I don't care what you do. I'm going to put him in everything. And hopefully he picks out what he likes. But if he wants to go on reality TV, I'm all for it. If he has any questions, I'm all for it. We are a very open door household. I grew up in an open door household. There was no questions off limits. If he wants to come to me about anything and everything, then that's great. There'll be no consequences as long as they come to me first and say, hey, this is what I'm thinking about doing this. What do you think? I'm all for that. Like I said, we're gonna load him up with everything, give him every opportunity that I can possibly give my child, and whatever he wants to do is whatever he wants to do. I don't care. And if he needs my help, I'll help him. If not, that's fine too.
That's a great way to do. What more could you ask for, right? I mean, a lot of kids, especially boys with a father, they're not going to say, here's the option to go into theater. I mean, that's great.
We're going to put him in everything, like I said, and that's what my mom and dad did to me. We put him in everything, and hopefully a couple things stick, and then you go from there. I grew up at a different time too, where I grew up with a lot of dads, my buddies' dads, that you couldn't talk to them about things, and that's why they rebelled. I feel like in a household, my kids rebel is because they can't talk to their parents. And the parents are never in the know. You ever watch these? You go on the news and all these kids they're doing the shootings and all this stuff, and they interview the parents. And they're like, we had no idea. What do you mean you have no idea? You have no idea that there's 9 guns in the bedroom and you're 2 feet away from your bedroom? Like, they're not involved. I really want to be involved as much as I can in my child's life, as much as he'll let me. But I will, whatever it is that he wants to do, I am on board 100%. If he doesn't want me around, that's fine too. But I'm there just to guide him. I'm there to put him in the situations that I was not in, and hopefully he gets a couple things that he likes to do. And if, like I said, if I can help him out, if he needs it, I'll be right there. Whatever he needs.
Well, maybe, this reality show will be the second incarnation of Vanderpump Rules. Maybe he'll say, hey, they're recasting. Sir is still open. I don't know about Lisa and Ken, but
Valley Rules, right? With the kids.
It's not a bad idea, right?
Not a bad idea, right? Get the next generation of the Vanderpump kids.
Where are you with your own mom? I know, we've all seen, you guys were estranged, and I know, where's, you mentioned her here